Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.
In this lesson, we'll examine review questions 16 through 18. Let's begin with review question number 16. Joe is an enrolled agent. After preparing Mary's taxes, but before submitting Mary's return to the IRS, Joe and Mary get into an argument about Joe's fee. Mary leaves Joe's office without paying the fee and emails Joe the following morning to request that Joe return all of her documents. Which of the following responses would be ethically correct for Joe? A. Joe returns all records to Mary within 60 days and does not retain any copies of Mary's documents. B. Joe returns all records to Mary within 60 days, but retains copies of all of Mary's documents. C. Joe immediately returns only the documents that Mary must attach to her tax return. Or D. Joe returns Mary's documents only after being requested to do so via certified letter from Mary terminating his services. The correct answer is C. Joe only needs to return those documents that are necessary for Mary to comply with her federal tax obligations. Now let's take a look at review question number 17. Joe is a CPA working for the accounting firm Smith & Smith. Which of the following scenarios describes a situation where Joe has a conflict of interest? A. As he prepares a tax return for one of Smith & Smith's clients, Mary, Joe is concerned about omissions in Mary's business accounting. Joe speaks to his direct supervisor at Smith & Smith about his concerns, but is told to overlook Mary's omissions. Because Joe has made his concerns known to his superiors, and because Joe does not want to get in trouble with his superior, he overlooks Mary's omissions. B. Joe agrees to prepare Mary's taxes for the coming year, even though Mary is the ex-wife of Larry, another Smith & Smith client. Both parties give informed consent in writing. C. Joe audits the business accounts of a local clothing store, even though he also prepares taxes for a former store employee who is suing the store for wrongful termination. Both parties give informed consent in writing. Or D. Joe, without telling his supervisors at Smith & Smith, prepare a tax return for his neighbor during the weekend. The correct answer is A. Joe's self-interest will make it difficult for Joe to properly audit Mary's business accounts. This is a conflict of interest for Joe. Now let's take a look at review question number 18. When the Internal Revenue Service establishes an advisory committee, the committee must be composed of A. At least 6 individuals who are authorized to practice before the Internal Revenue Service. B. At least 5 individuals who are current employees of the Internal Revenue Service. C. At least 10 individuals who are either authorized to practice before the Internal Revenue Service or who are current employees of the IRS. Or D. At least 10 individuals who have been, during the previous 5 years, been enrolled to practice before the Internal Revenue Service. The correct answer is A. The advisory committee must be made up of at least 6 individuals who are authorized to practice before the Internal Revenue Service, provided that the committee is balanced among those who practice as attorneys, accountants, and enrolled agents.
Like what you see? Get unlimited access to all of our CPE courses at www.teachucomp.com/unlimited CPE.